At nonfictionradio.com or download the Nonfiction Radio app on your phone or Android device. Follow us on Twitter, IG, Facebook, and Snapchat at Nonfiction Radio. Lock us in to call on the hotline, 973-536-1165. That's 973-536-1165. For booking info, nonfictionbooking@gmail.com. Now back to your regularly scheduled program on Nonfiction Radio. If it ain't nonfiction, it's just fiction.
What up, though? This is Big Snoop Dogg, and you're listening to Nonfiction Radio, the #1 station in Jersey. So says Big Snoop Dogg.
Nonfiction Radio.
Jersey #1 station, goddammit. Translation. Listen to it, cause it's what you've been asking for.
The next big thing, the heavy hitter DJ Walla, and that new trend has arrived by Avor Couture. When it comes to that drip, there's only one place to shop. Visit shopavor.com. Wholesale and retail available. Visit the new showroom, 134 Evergreen Place, East Orange, New Jersey.
What's up, New Jersey? It's your boy Murph, and I'm here on Nonfiction Radio to tell you about the best way to turn up whenever it's time to celebrate. I'm here to tell you about that Wavy Baby. Right now, we off that Wavy Baby drink. Make sure you visit www.wavybabydrink.com or follow us on Instagram at Wavy Baby Drink so you can try that blue pineapple, green apple, and peach passion flavor of Wavy Baby. Wavy Baby, don't worry about what's in my cup. No need for a chaser. Fill that thing up. Don't worry about what's in my cup. No need for a chaser. Fill that thing up. Wavy Baby.
Hey, what up? It's your boy DJ S.1738. And you know me and the rest of the gang, man. Each and every day we like to roll around in fresh whips. And we like to keep our whips clean too, man. So if you're in Patterson, New Jersey, go down and see Jay's Soft Touch Car Wash, 6971 Montgomery Street, 973-914-9105. They got the Lava Wash special for $18, the liquid wrap, the 3M vinyl wrapping, auto body repairs. It's a one-stop shop, baby, for all the fresh whips you got out there.
Top with $100,000 up in the race. You know I ain't sleeping, you know that I'm with it. I shoot him right up in his face. 3 say that I'm tripping, you know that I'm dripping. I'm reckless around today. I just bought a brand new watch from God, I ain't put it on yet. I don't care about no bitch, I ain't giving no shit. Spend it all on my homies. I could put on myself from my car to my house, everything I own it. When they come to that money, you know I ain't staying, I be on it. I just got a pet monkey, can't start on a tiger, but really don't want it. My son don't like it. He say that we beefing, you know I won't fight him. My clip full of thunder, you know that I strike. Wanna join the NBA, go catch you a body. Free Kevin Gates is murder for hire. Double G gang on the front of my title. I rid of my Glock and I bought me a rifle. Tryna hide from the camera. I ain't going outside today. Couldn't find that tech. So I'm drinking on act today. I'ma put up a style. We gon' do a drive-by in the rain. I'ma take it to trial. Pray the Lord I beat the cage. I jump out at your house, I ain't shoot from the cone. Ben bought me a bitch, but I really don't want. I don't do no capping, I keep it 100. Right now I'm recording with 10,000 on. He say he want smoke, but I know he don't want. Shoot him and this bitch and I up on his home. You know how I'm feeling, I don't gotta say it.
I can't hear now. You. I can't hear. You hear? I can't hear, Mike.
I have a little technical difficulties.
Please hold.
Please hold.
Listen, seeing
You got ritualistic, cleansing my soul of addiction for now, 'cause I'm falling apart. Yep, tension between us just like picket fences. You got issues that I won't mention for now, 'cause we're falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my always. I can't blame you, no. No. Trap, money, penny. This shit got me in my feelings. Gotta be real with it. Yep. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. 'Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always. Look, the new me is really still the real me. I swear you gotta feel me before they try and kill me. They gotta make some choices, they running out of options. 'Cause I've been going off and they don't know when to stop it. I thought you would've won from the jump, that confirmed it. Trap, money, Benny. Risha, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. 'Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always. 'Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always. And I'm down for you always. And I'm down for you, down for you, down for you always. KB, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. 'Cause I want you, and I skate and smoke and rap. Now let me see you. Now let me see you. Now let me see you. Trap, money, penny. This shit got me in my feelings.
Yo. You hear me in your headset? You hear me in your headset? Yo.
Yeah.
Cool. Here we go.
Yeah.
Mine are out, but that's all right. Here we are, Nonfiction Radio. This is The Score. I'm here with my main man, Jack. And what's the name today, Jack?
Jack Stevens, neighborhood sensei.
Today's the neighborhood sensei, folks. All right, so
Hi.
just deal with them today.
Hi.
I'm your Jimmy. St. James Gate represent. Lily Tea Company's own Mo Black is not in studio today.
He's mobile.
Maybe he's in South Carolina. Who knows what he's doing down there, folks?
He's mobile.
Maybe we'll hear from him. I don't think he's woken up yet.
No.
CJ Cracks, haven't heard from him. Maybe we'll talk to him too. That would be great.
I think they all drunk.
Big weekend. College football. We got the NFL coming up. We saw an actually awful Thursday night game that ended up with some drama. Eagles pulled that one out. Even the refs gave them 5 chances with that flag, that late flag with 1 second left on Thursday night.
That was ridiculous.
And the champs are unbeaten, 1-0. Pull off. That was a big win against a good Atlanta team that seems to just get.
Would you consider that week 1, or this is like officially?
It's week 1 because it's a Thursday start. You got to consider it week 1 because they're not playing today, right?
Right.
So that's their week 1. That's just how the NFL does it with the Thursdays. They're very pro, lack thereof, no injuries.
Yeah.
So that's why they have the Thursday games.
Yeah.
It's good for me and you because we get something to watch. But,
I love Thursday night games.
You play on Sunday and then you play on Thursday. They're begging you to get hurt.
Yeah, I love Thursday night games.
So that was it so far in college football yesterday. Couple of upsets. Michigan State gets beat by Arizona State. Herm Edwards.
The
motivator.
Man,
the motivator.
They kind of. Did you see?
I don't know. Arizona State football. I've never.
Did you see their new uniforms? They got a new program. I would love to work under Herm Edwards.
Good for Herm. However old he is, good for him. Because he stays in shape. No, he can kick my ass.
They said he wakes up, works out, go look at film like he's a student, like he's still playing.
He's a machine.
A machine.
He really is.
Hey.
So that was big. Michigan proved their They can score. They beat a bad team.
Yeah.
Notre Dame struggled against Ball State.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Alabama's Alabama. Ohio State destroyed.
Ohio State ran up numbers.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually lenient. They usually get in the 60s, 70s with Rutgers, but Rutgers held their own and got 50. They only held them to 53.
I knew that was going to happen. You a Rutgers man?
No. You know
who's a Rutgers man here? The young boy, young Scotty.
He's there now.
Shouts to young Scotty.
You know, at least you get to go see Ohio State. Potential pros.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's way, but just
that's
unfortunate for Rutgers that the way they entered the Big Ten, just not ready for the big dogs like that.
Yeah.
But that's what you. That's what you signed up for.
That Texas A&M game. Let's
unbelievable, man. They had Clemson.
Let me tell you, man. I don't know what's his name. I was trying to get his name. His number 13. They had some miraculous catches.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Two in a row from the same person, and they had it.
Amazing.
They had. I think they just couldn't pull it off at the end. They had them, but they should be ranked. They should be ranked after
that
this.
Was a great game. You know, who knows how they do the ranking system so early?
No, I think Kurt was saying that. That one of the analysis. He was saying they should be ranked, lose or win. They should be ranked.
Yeah,
they took the number 2 team down to the wire.
And Clemson's been good for so long now under the helm of Dabo, which I can't stand. I just can't stand his face. He's a good coach. Nothing against him. He bothers me when he starts dancing and stuff. It just irks me the wrong way.
Yeah, you want coaches in the classes? I said a quote yesterday. Classes without victory, but character.
No, and that's what he's been able to recruit. He gets people. People believe in him, and he's done a great job. So no, I'm sure he doesn't care what I think. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
But
anybody
college
else.
football, I mean, lots of blowouts. Week 2, not always as competitive, but some surprisingly good games and some upsets. That was fun. The most interesting thing that happened yesterday, though, whether you followed it or not, just because she's such a big name and with all the commercials and the Nike brand, this and that's going on, Serena Williams really showed her true colors yesterday. After getting smoked in the first set, 6-2. Osaka, the young Japanese girl. By the way, that's the first Japanese person
to win
to ever win a Grand Slam.
Wow.
So
she's gonna have a parade, to say the least.
And good for her. And she's been humble at that. Had a great tournament.
Yeah.
Under the radar, obviously, because how young she is and up and coming. So that's the way it goes with new players. But the fact that she smoked Serena in the first set. And then Serena, getting angry at herself, not playing her best. We've seen this before. She only beats herself.
Right.
She loses because she beats herself.
She's you're talking about...
she's the best player in the world at what she does. It's like
110.
Tiger at his best, Jordan at his best, LeBron at his best. She's there with that.
Right.
Steffi Graf.
The caliber of athlete
her
she
and
is.
Steffi Graf, you can do the same thing with when you talk about NBA players, different generations. They're just the best. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
She beats herself. I think
it was a mental thing. Well, I didn't see it, but I happened to see clips.
And you know what else? This is not, I mean, I've made a couple mothers, but I'm not a mother. Emotions get.
She's a mom.
I mean, moms get it. It's proven. I'm not.
She's
I'm
a
not
woman.
calling out anything about women. This and that. They're very strong people.
Right.
But sometimes it gets to them.
Right.
And something clicked with her yesterday. Maybe because she was playing poorly or how badly she got beat in that first set. But that second set.
Well, I don't think she's expecting.
The umpire. Yeah.
What happened with that?
So here's kind of. I'll give you a quick one about what happened. The umpire gave her a warning because you're not allowed to be your trainer or your coach, whatever you want to call it in tennis. Mo's our tennis guy here, so
yeah. Shout some Mo.
Whatever the technical term is for that. They were like a
coaching, like
a pitcher catcher conversation. Type thing.
Oh, okay.
He was giving, and the umpire,
what did he?
He kind of said, "Hey, listen, I'm going to give you a warning. Stop with the back and forth with your trainer."
But you can't talk when you playing. You can't talk
when you're playing in a Grand Slam tournament. It's a rule that you can't. There's no banter back and forth.
Really?
Yeah. While you're playing, you're all by yourself. So maybe in between matches or in between sets, you can have a word with them, which I'm sure you can, just like a timeout or halftime or whatever, if you will. But during it, in between, you can't.
Horse shit.
The umpire said, "Hey, listen, cut it out. I'm giving you a warning."
I think that class of sport, man.
Got in her head, said the girl was doing it too. Said, "I've never cheated in my life." Broke her racket. He took a point away from her.
She got mad.
She's pointed at him, threatening him, yelling at him, which to her defense, she later said, you wouldn't be doing this if I was a woman, because obviously the likes of John McEnroe and stuff, we've seen him go nuts. And it's more, when a man does it, it's more, as a fan, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
You want to see it.
Yeah.
When she does it, it was like, whoa, like Serena's.
Yeah, hold on, Serena.
She's going a little crazy.
Hold on.
And then she kind of then she took defense to the woman thing. Then she's blaming this. Then she goes, she's talking to him too. That next game, Osaka, to her credit, as a competitor and as a class athlete, pretty much botched that game, giving her that game back. If you watch that next game played after the whole argument, 2 other umpires came out. I'm sure the head of the
I seen it. I seen that clip.
Serena. She's crying. She's all over the place. She's a wild woman at this point.
Wow.
She's serving Osaka, who's been on point the whole day, the whole tournament. Hits one almost into the stands, then hits one so far left, and Serena gets that game back. So at this point, it makes it 5-4. Now the crowd is all Serena.
Everybody's in it.
All Serena'd up. It's in New York.
Yeah.
America.
New York.
So we get why the crowd was behind her, because she's the best, and that's just the way it is.
Right.
This girl, you look at her after she. I'm saying that as just from watching. I'm not saying it's fact.
Right.
But after she botched those 2, and it appeared to me that she gave back that game. Which is
for what?
Which is world class, because they took it.
They took
one away from her.
I get it now.
So then she botched some shots to say, hey, listen,
let's make this even.
Fair, and I don't want to hear it.
Right.
So let's make it even.
Right.
I botched it up. Now it's my serve up 5-4.
Right. Let's go. Let's play tennis now.
In the middle of that, after she hit one almost into the stands, like I said prior, and she checked her pulse in her neck.
The Japanese girl.
For such a young person, obviously mental. By yourself, any sport you're by yourself. It's so mental.
Golf,
that on the mound pitching, in the batter's box, because baseball's team and by yourself.
Yeah.
Those things are all that's
one
you.
individually.
Yeah, that's you. You on the foul line, end of the game.
Right.
That's just you.
Yeah.
Your teammates are watching you.
Right. Quarterback in his pocket.
Yeah. Field goal kicker. I mean, there's a lot of individual things, but they're by themselves. That's it.
Right.
So she checked her pulse, and then she came out and just got an ace, had another tough hit. Serena had one volley back. This girl wins. And then after the match is over, this girl wins. First Japanese person ever win a Grand Slam. All the commentators, and even the ceremony after, they're serenading Serena. She's the one talking to the guy speaking with the award. The person that won has her head down.
I've seen it. She's crying.
She's crying. She's emotional. She just won her first Grand Slam for her country.
Wow.
She beat her idol. That she said, one day I hope I play against Serena. And
she played.
She played her and beat her, and she's like second fiddle. Like, what was that about?
I don't know. That was kind of weird.
That was really embarrassing, and a shame on the U.S. Open for going about it that way.
And for me, watching, I was watching that clip, and I wasn't sure that Serena lost already.
Okay.
So now I'm looking at, I'm looking at her, I'm looking at this clip, and she's crying, and she's consoling her, and thanks, and I'm looking at like, what's going on? Like, they're kind of like cheering up Serena, and she's crying. And
I'll tell you,
kind of weird.
I'll tell you who doesn't need any arm around the, pat in the back or a hug. It's Serena. She's the best in the world at what she does.
The best.
She
hit that shit. She hit the ball like a man.
Tyson, Jackson, and she's it. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't know why she needed to be serenaded like that. It was. I was embarrassed for her.
Right.
Wow.
I think the U.S. Open at that point knew they fucked up.
Well, they may have, but it was such a great tournament. And, the fact that she came back a year after having a child, which is amazing. Seeing any young woman, I know Katie with my daughter Julie and Jessica with my son Daniel and Eleanor and my daughter Eleanor, how they bounce back so quickly and how great they look.
Women are strong, man. Women are strong.
Do that because it's not easy.
Right.
And the fact that they're able to do that is really impressive. Just seeing that firsthand in my life.
Right.
But like a professional athlete at that level,
to
do that and to bounce back. They even ranked her 17th. Like Serena was ranked 17th because she
had the baby.
So the committee was like, well, we can't rank her the usual one. Obviously, she proved she's still number one in the world, even though she lost yesterday.
That's a good loss, though.
I mean, it's.
that Japanese girl, she wasn't playing.
But this young Osaka girl is.
What is her name?
Naomi Osaka.
And she's black and Japanese, right?
I know she's from. I'm not sure.
I think she's black and Japanese.
I'm not sure her complete ethnicity.
She got a little tan to her. She's a little tan.
She looked tan. But you know what? It was I don't know. It was like about 1,000 degrees this weekend. She was outside all day. Like with the humidity. I mean, you see all the male players and everything with the ice packs around their neck. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody fainted, man. It was ridiculously
I'm surprised no one got really sick or fainted or got
It's really ridiculously
or the fact
hot.
that how careful everything is today with dehydration and CTE and everything about. I'm surprised there wasn't play suspended for a couple times, but they were good with their breaks. They gave a 10-minute break in the Djokovic match. They gave breaks when needed to, and
he's good.
Both players, Djokovic is unbelievable. Both players on both sides were like happy to take the break.
Right.
So it wasn't like, why does he get a break? No one was complaining about that. After all, it is a gentleman's sport.
Right.
So, but Osaka with the win yesterday, I felt so bad for this kid, if you will, that the limelight wasn't on her. Which it obviously should.
It should have been. That's a huge point in your career.
I'll give Serena credit for, and then
she was class act. Class act.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. I was going to give her the benefit of the doubt because she gave over and gave her a big hug and a smile, and and then the winner of the match shook the umpire's hand, and then Serena didn't and pointed and threatened him again. I was like, Jesus, Serena.
Well, but what did she dock? Did he dock a point? Did he?
Yes.
Wow.
After she slammed her racket after the initial argument, she stopped play.
What was the argument though?
Because he said stop. He gave her a warning.
Oh, so that
I
was
don't want to
okay.
penalize you. Stop talking to your coach or trainer if you.
So that was like a judgment.
Then just after that, she slammed her racket and broke it and suspended gameplay again on her own.
Is that one of those things? Is like that, like in football, like you can get away with like a hold.
Well, it's just like any other sport. Like I'll tell you what, like in soccer, you get a slide tackle and it's a yellow card. Whether it was or not, that's the referee's discretion.
Right.
But if you get up in his face and you keep yelling at him about it, he goes, you know what? There's another yellow. Now you're out. It's tough to do to an individual in an individual sport, especially when it's the biggest star and that's who people came to see in the crowd.
Right. There is a class amongst tennis players. There is, but like you're right.
Yeah.
The disparity between what men does.
Oh, well, that's always gonna be an issue. That's just. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's the way it is. Deal with it. I'm gonna say that's the way it is because that's what we've seen in our lifetime.
Right.
But props to the young Japanese girl and to the nation of Japan for their first Grand Slam, Naomi Osaka, champion. That was great.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I really enjoyed that tournament, and we'll see today. I'm not sure what time that match is.
Pronounce his name?
For some reason, How
do you pronounce his name?
Djokovic. The Joker. The guy's actually
Djokovic. Yes. Djokovic.
Let's see. For some reason, my internet's
going
nuts, man.
Oh man, it's in this part of this corner, this hub.
Let me see if I can check this. Excuse me, real quick. Hey, why don't you tell us about your outfit
this out? Yeah, that's just
check this up.
The neighborhood sensei, defending all sports categories and nonsense.
You black belt or something or what?
I'm like a turquoise, some lavender.
Lavender.
Yeah, I'm like a lavender belt.
All right.
I moved up like from one of them citrus colors.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like pink lemonade. Something like I was a pink lemonade for a long time.
For some reason, my internet is not cooperating with me, so I can't tell you the match today. But it's Del Porto versus Djokovic.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah,
they're both great. He just beat Nadal, who's got the heart of a lion.
Right.
Retired. He was hurt.
Yeah.
He fought hard the first match. Right. He lost at 7-6 in the tiebreaker. Then he was just getting beat up, and he goes, you know what? I'm too good of an athlete. Actually, for my reporter on the side, my friend Karen Simeon, hostess with the mostest, St. James Gate. She's tuning in, and she just told me it's at 4 p.m. today.
4 p.m.
So hopefully, for this area's listeners,
get your popcorn ready.
Hopefully, we can see a giant victory, and then turn on the tennis. Hopefully, weather cooperating.
Yeah, it is cold today.
Yeah, but you know what though? It's nice. I went to my daughter's soccer game yesterday, and they got smoked. She played really hard though, which I'm proud of her for.
Did she score?
She didn't. They lost 4-0. You know what? The coach wasn't there. They only had one sub. This other team was a little bit more stacked than them, but they played well. A couple good players on our team.
Yeah.
But I was just so happy with myself because I'm cold blooded. I'm always warm. I'm always too hot. My face always sweats. It's embarrassing sometimes.
Yeah.
I didn't have a bead of sweat. I was enjoying the game. It was nice and cool. I'm ready for the fall, man.
Let me tell you something. I'm a fall baby. And shout out to
birthday?
my brother.
What's your birthday?
February 25th.
How's that fall, baby? That's
It's like winter.
It's winter.
It's winter. See, I'm getting confused. It's like winter, fall, spring.
You're February 25th. My oldest daughter's February 24th.
Really? Yeah. She's a Pisces. Yeah. Shouts to the Pisces out there.
I'm pretty sure fall is September to late November. Listen, I'm just heads up.
Yeah, I mean that's dead of winter.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
February's the dead of winter.
February is.
I was trying to get the benefit of the doubt.
I got you. The fact that you said fall baby and then you said because my birthday's coming up because I'm a fall baby, like back to school baby.
Wait a minute, you a Libra?
I believe it's called. I usually call it Virgin, but I've been told it's. Obviously, I'm not. I got a couple kids.
A virgin?
Yeah, it's Virgo.
Virgo.
Yeah, that's the one. That's
doing zodiac signs.
I don't really do. I don't do the zodiac signs really.
Hey, baby, what's your zodiac sign?
Some people are really into it, and it's really funny. Depending on your taste in attractiveness of who you're talking to.
Right.
Because some people, some ladies are like really into that. And you just want to talk to them a little bit, so you just go, I know. I don't know anything about that.
Listen, I am versed. I just start guessing shit.
But
oh, my God, how do you know?
Well, it's pretty
oh, my
funny because
God.
you just guess the seasons, which is really funny because there's only 4 of them.
Yeah, I know. I think there's like a split between like spring and fall.
Yeah, it's summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like something between that.
Spring, summer, fall, and then the winter.
It's like the weather changes
for us,
tragically.
Winter's, end of August usually very humid, which is the U.S. Open, which is like...
When is the first day of fall? That hasn't happened yet, right?
I believe the last day, off the top of my head, the last day of summer is September 21st. But us growing up here and going back to school, it pretty much means after Labor Day, which just happened.
Which was a heat wave.
Which was it was gross to even go outside, man. And
good weather to work out in, I'd say that.
Well,
for like a half an hour.
You want to go outside and get it out, man. Listen, if you go out if you want to go out the night before, it's like your own personal sauna. Just walk outside and run around, and there you have it.
And there you have it.
And there you have it. So we got on top. We covered Serena. We got the men today at 4. I'm going with Djokovic. Again,
I'm going with the Spanish guy.
Del Porto's fantastic. Yeah. So they've played each other. This will be their 19th match. I'm pretty sure. Off the top of my head, Djokovic is 14-4 against him, so he's had the upper hand. I mean, it's Djokovic, Nadal.
Have you ever been in?
Federer.
Have you ever been in?
I had an opportunity to go.
I worked there. Yeah,
I would have loved to have gone.
Let me tell you something, man. I got. I'll show you after, but I got fucking film with
awesome.
fucking Serena, Nadal. Practice it.
You familiar with the show Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Remember when Kramer was a ball boy? It was amazing. That one was amazing. Episode was amazing. I got a real life one because Kevin Kish, personal friend of mine now, Sergeant Maplewood Police, great guy. Anyone that knows him knows he's a great guy. He was a ball boy at the U.S. Open 2 years ago.
How do you get that job?
In his mid-40s, he said it was a tryout. He said it was challenging. A lot of young kids. And
you got to run. You got to run.
He keeps himself in great shape. It was amazing, though. He comes in, he's like, yup. If you know him, that's how he talks. It's really funny. Yup. And I'm like, you're going to be on TV ball boy at the U.S. Open.
I seen some out of weight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see some out of weight ball boys.
Oh, it's great. Man.
I see some out of. He had to be like 56. His gut was just over the belt.
That means that guy just knew somebody then.
Nah, yeah, he knew somebody.
Yeah,
he wasn't. What if he fell? Like, what if you just see a motherfucker go for the ball and he just tumbles? Like, you can't tumble. You're the job over. They're gonna just escort you. Like when the camera moves, they're gonna escort you out.
Oh man, that was a great episode. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with. I'm going with Djokovic.
Going with the Puerto Rican.
No, well, he's not Puerto Rican.
What is it?
He's
Spanish.
Spain. Yeah, Spain.
It's Puerto Rican.
Well, they're all around.
They're all Puerto Rican.
They're not all Puerto Rican.
They're all Puerto Rican.
He's from Europe.
No, he looks good though, man.
They're both. These tennis players are in great shape. They take care of themselves. Yeah.
Yo, did you see Nadal? Like, off topic. Like, I'm a football player by heart, and track runner. What we use is get big. You can't really tell what our muscles, what we use more, but tennis players usually like skinny. Man, did you see
Not
Nadal's
anymore.
forearms?
Yo, he is jacked.
Shit like a bone. He got an extra bone in his.
First of all, they wear like the '80s basketball shorts, so you can see all their whole leg. But these guys, I mean, their legs are like swimmers, like they're muscle on top of muscle. These athletes.
He had a
today,
double
in today's world, are
forearm. He had like a pop forearm.
Yeah, he's
for them back swings.
He's a very, very strong. Nonstop, you hear about his off-season workouts, whenever that is, because there's always a Grand Slam. But he's like one of those nonstop, always on top of it, always in shape. You hear about guys like that in the NBA, like Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen. You hear about guys like that in the NFL. Jerry Rice, his off-season workout all by himself.
Yeah,
is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
Randy Moss had a good off-season.
Randy Moss also, because of Jerry Rice, followed suit.
Yeah, I heard Jerry Rice took one day off.
It's amazing. I mean, Herschel Walker, you still talk about him. He won an MMA fight a couple years ago. A guy was in his 50s. Guy just does push-ups and sit-ups.
Calisthenics,
He has one protein shake a day. The guy is just,
as a monster. He still can run you over. At 50.
God-given gifts and didn't let up. Didn't say that wasn't enough to keep it going. Very impressive, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man.
So
tennis players.
We got into that. We didn't get into yet. Mets actually playing some good ball. Good for them. Showing some fight. Want to be the spoilers. Taking care of business against the Phillies yesterday. Syndergaard looked great. That's all for next year. But for this year that's still going, the New York Yankees win a tight one yesterday in Seattle. Looking like
they play Boston again too, right?
Yeah, they have 2 more series with Boston.
They said whoever wins this series winning World Series.
Well, that's whoever said that is a clown, because Boston's been it's not even close. The best team all year from April to now. The best team in baseball.
Yeah.
Not even close. Playoffs is a different animal. And everyone has a clean slate. The only thing that's tough for baseball is they even during the season, there's always a series. It's always best of 3. Even if you do a 2-game set, you do another.
This is good baseball.
But the 1-game playoff wildcard game is nuts. And I believe the Yankees are almost right there. Again, I apologize. I can't check my stats on my phone, but that's irrelevant. I'm pretty sure they're a game and a half away from clinching at least a spot. So they're making the playoffs.
Yeah.
You want
then it was a 1.5 game out.
So they're like 9 games back at Boston. They're not going to catch them.
No, they're not catching Boston.
But they're 3.5 up in the wild card over the other wild card team, which is right now the Oakland A's, who just won 2 of 3 over the weekend against the Yankees. So we don't want to play in Oakland. Over the last 5 years in Oakland, the Yankees have a record of 6 wins and 15 losses.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's a West Coast. It's a. Obviously, the configurations are pretty much standard everywhere. You know? From the plate diagonally, there's a foul ball.
Right.
But it's such a big.
It's a big stadium.
You watch it on TV. Toronto, you're like, wow, look how big this field is.
Yeah.
And the Yankees, where they usually play, it's a bandbox.
Right.
It's smaller. More home runs. Boston, same.
Have you walked Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, I've been.
It's not that small, but it's not that big.
No, but they try to emulate the real one, and for what it's worth.
I mean, their third baseline.
I miss the old one.
Their third baseline is so close to the stand, it's ridiculous.
And Oakland, it's not.
Right.
You hit a foul ball, the catcher, the third baseman, the first baseman, they have a ways to go to catch that. That's usually in the stands in most stadiums.
Yeah.
So not something the Yankees want to do is go up to Oakland and play that 1-game playoff game, especially because they don't know who they're even going to throw in that game. Hap's been pitching well. Tanaka just looked like an ace. Severino, who you love all year, is just been, he's getting in his own way. He's arguing with Sanchez now after Sanchez had a rough day behind the plate. Obviously, a lot of people say that he's lazy. I just think he's a slow catcher, and it's just like pitcher's got to throw, catcher's got to catch, and if you can't catch the ball, that's a big issue.
Who's their backup? I never knew the Yankees. They got a backup catcher, right?
Yeah.
I wish we had his. Yeah.
Am I blanking on his name? He's actually had a very good year because Sanchez has been hurt.
Right.
He's been hurt all year. And the Yankees. Let me tell you what time the Yankees played today. I'm getting
was it 3:30?
Today they're playing at 4:10.
4:10. Yeah. I hope it ain't no rain delay. It's fucking raining.
No, I know. Well, they're in Seattle, so this is the whole West Coast trip.
Yeah, Seattle is fucking.
Yeah, so Austin and then Seattle, and Austin Romines had a.
They're away.
Back, yeah, they're away, but it always rains in Seattle too, so who knows? Higashioka is their backup catcher, who's actually come in and needed help because Roman on a night game, day game, the next day with Sanchez out for a month, he's come in and stepped up, and he's a good catcher. Roman, I think Severino's more comfortable throwing to him, which is unfortunate because in the playoff time, we've seen what Sanchez can do with his bat. I know he's batting 190, whatever, but he can change a game with one swing.
Right.
He's powerful.
Yeah.
He hits a 3-1 bomb in a single game, in a one-game playoff game. Sanchez hits a bomb in the second inning.
That's right.
They can cruise.
Yeah.
And the bullpen's got to get on point. Hopefully they get Chapman back.
Yeah. We got to play some good defense, man.
Yeah, so that's that's what's baseball. We still got a lot to go with baseball, so I won't dive into that too hard. But the elephant in the room, and we haven't mentioned it yet. Besides me saying before the tennis match today, New York Giants at 1:00.
Hey,
how about NFL is back, folks? We got a taste of it on Thursday night. Way too many flags. I thought that would turn into a lot more scoring opportunities for both teams, Atlanta and Philly. That didn't happen. Defenses both showed up.
And you know what I noticed?
So many flags. Such a boring game.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Such a boring game. It's unfortunate that they switched up some of these rules, right? And now the refs, they didn't do a lot of preseason games. These refs are coming in. They don't even know. Is this a flag? Is that roughing the passer?
Right.
I don't know. They're looking at each other puzzled.
Right.
So NFL, not a good look on that. I know you want more scoring, just like the baseball wants more home runs, and the NBA wants dunks and threes. I get it. I get where the sport's going. I get that's why people don't give soccer enough credit. But guess what? You can't just change the rules and dictate games. And if you're going to do flags like this, it's just going to get stupid. I know they're pretending that it's like we don't want anyone to get hurt, but it's such an advantage. They strap down these defensive players now that it's just like it's so unfair. Every little thing. I mean, you can call holding on every play. That's been since the beginning of time with the NFL. So we'll see what happens with the Kings. I hope it's not a boring day today with refs and controversy.
Well, but the Giants today, man,
they're home dogs.
I mean, but
they're getting 3 points.
But I think they're gonna make an example of.
I hope so.
No. I'm talking about the refs.
Okay, you're talking about the Giants.
Week 1, yeah. Week 1, Giant Stadium, we always get some fucked up calls.
Well, that goes both ways. I've definitely seen the Giants, obviously my biased opinion, I've seen the Giants get calls, and I turn my face. As a New York area fan, I've grimaced at some of Derek Jeter's calls that he's gotten in his career, and some of them were like, oh my God, that's strike 3. I can't believe they just gave Jeter the credit.
Well, Jeter now, I think
the new
players
get calls.
I think the new Jeter is Odell Beckham in New York. I'll tell you that right now.
He has an opportunity with the success of the Giants, obviously more so than his own success.
Right.
If they can do something legitimate, obviously with the Giants franchise, it's Super Bowl or bust. A playoff run isn't that's not good enough for the Giants. Right now, that's good enough for the Mets, Knicks, and Jets.
We need a Super Bowl.
The Giants, the only two teams in town that are like that are the Giants and Yankees.
Of course.
It's a title or bust. After 3 wins last year and getting Barkley, which I can't wait to see him today. Not even the running game.
I cannot wait to see what this young man would do.
The thing is, it's against Coughlin, and I mean.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, right. If anything, who knows the Giants better than Tom Coughlin? Whether you like him, love him or hate him, I love him.
Listen, we won a title with this man. How could you? Two. Yeah, I forgot two.
This guy.
How could you not like this man?
World-class football general, if you will.
Yeah.
From Boston College to Jacksonville to the Giants, and now back there. The guy is just a tremendous. Coach
he's like a
GM and whatever else.
He's like a defensive man more than offense. Like he loves defense. Like that's what Coughlin.
Defense wins championships.
That's what sport. Yeah, exactly.
Defense wins championships, and he's obviously old school. Considering he's 70 plus. So shout out to Tom Coughlin coming back. Class act. Hall of Famer.
Welcome back to Jersey, Tom.
I hope he leaves with an L today.
Yeah, of course, a double L.
Yeah.
I hope we get stomped in the parking lot. Just beat up
he meant that figuratively, folks.
Figuratively.
Yeah. No one any actual stomping.
Nah, man, maybe literal. Maybe a little literal.
A little.
Was that a screw inside the mic? That is hilarious.
I can't believe so. Hey man, any little thing, man. You gotta keep it together.
Shout out to Nonfiction for keeping it real.
The score, man. Nonfiction, keeping it real always. It's nonfiction. It's nonfiction.
Nonfiction. It's real, son. Real, son.
Yeah. So I haven't heard from Mo yet. Hopefully, I know we got a break coming up soon. Not sure when. No big deal. I'm not ready to go yet anyway.
Right.
But Big Mike will let us know.
Keep it going.
Exactly. But yeah, a lot of 1 o'clock games today.
Yeah. Listen, I got a couple good picks. I want to let you.
No, Sensei, I'm gonna be asking you.
Listen,
Is it Sensei Jack?
It's a Sensei Jack Stevens.
Or is it
Sensei? Hey.
You got to move over. We got to see your handsome face.
Now I got to move over.
Sensei Jack.
Hey. Hey. I got a couple picks here.
What kind of belt are you?
I moved up to like a honey. There's a honey.
There's a honey?
There's a honey. There's a honey.
What? Since when?
Yeah, like a honey green tea one. Like a green tea honey.
Green tea, like Lily Tea Company?
Like a Lily Tea Company. Shout out to Lily Tea Company. That's a good segue right there.
And thank you for that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I like that, man. Yeah, I'm like a green tea, honey green
I'm all
tea.
improv, bro.
Yeah. That's what I do. So I got a couple picks here. I got money on the line.
No, I hear you. No, we'll get into the picks. You know,
I'm just putting it right there as a.
Yeah, I want to see.
I want to get
because I'm definitely interested to know what your picks are. Because I'll share some picks with you with what I have too.
Yeah.
In a little league I have with my friends on the Pick'em League.
A little league?
No, I wish it was a little league. I wish I played league.
You know, shouts to all the Pop Warner.
A size league with my friends. Just gentleman's bet, if you will.
Yeah.
It's
I rob my friends. I rob
it's
them.
Pick 'em, but it's the open spread of the week, which is set on Tuesday.
$1,000.
So obviously spreads change through the course of the week. Yeah. So we'll go today's spread rather than the spreads.
Let's do it. Is it working now?
I got it for the time being. Yeah.
All right. Let's
just go over the games before I get into the spreads and whatever. Here are your 1 o'clock games. This is right after our about an hour after our show ends here at Nonfiction Radio. Houston, New England. New England's -6.5, just because the way. The country and Vegas always supports New England, just like the Yankees are always.
And I know, and that's what that's what I did yesterday. I wanted to go with the other team.
That's just the way it goes.
Right.
For instance,
I want to go with Houston.
New England in both Super Bowls against the Giants were minus points.
Right.
If those games, both of them, happened today with Atlantic City possibly having their own line, the two lines would have been so drastically different. Because I know bookies that took a huge hit because everyone bet the Giants, and obviously they won. So, and people were taking the Giants' money line. So that's like even more of a hit.
You take it money line. You could have ran line them. You could have run line them.
Yeah, you could do that. You could take the points, or you could say they're going to win outright.
I take both the points too.
I hear you, but the country with the Vegas line, the country, the casual bettor is like, oh, I'll bet Tom Brady.
Right, of
course.
course.
I'll bet New England.
Of course.
Same thing happens with the Yankees.
That's what I did.
Same thing happens with even teams that aren't that good. People just, the casual bettor is that's the majority. There's only so many serious bettors out there. The casual bettor, when you get degenerates, some of them are degenerates and some of them do really well.
I want to bet the Falcons.
A really small percentage.
I want to bet the Falcons.
For instance, a pro gambler in Vegas that all he does is gamble.
Yeah,
is at a 57-58% winning. That's an F. Remember high school?
Yeah,
that's an F.
Yeah,
they get to live their life just doing that, gambling. So that's how close.
Yeah, that's how they gamble.
Even the pros know. Well, they hedge their bets. They're smart.
Yeah.
But to the average guy, the average Joe Schmo.
Shout out to Joe Schmo.
They take teams like the Lakers because it's the Lakers. They take the Cowboys because it's the Cowboys. The Steelers, Green Bay, the Yankees, New England.
Right.
So that's just the way it goes. That's how the spreads go. And in week one, you got to say it's piquing everyone's interest because football's back.
And that's the reason why, like, the people, those who bet, this is the greatest time to bet right now.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. 2, you don't want to wait the next week to see what's going to happen.
Just very true, but just to quote Charles Barkley, the great Charles Barkley, don't gamble with your rent money. Don't gamble with your mortgage money. I'm rich. I don't have a gambling problem. You want to know why?
Yeah.
All my stuff's paid for.
Yeah.
You're betting with your mortgage money.
Don't bet with the baby milk money.
Exactly.
The WIC checks.
Do that first, please.
Don't bet the WIC checks.
I know there's a Gamblers Anonymous number out there. I would never call it.
That's serious, man.
Oh, it's
man. My man had to.
It's just as serious as anything else. It's very addictive.
I was just looking at my man. He's got a pile of fucking lottery tickets. I used to be one. I used to be real. So I'm speaking from experience.
I also.
I'm speaking from experience. I'm talking about fucking $100 on fucking. Anything.
I was doing 3 different parlays a day. I stopped in 2013. Yeah. My bookie, a really good friend of mine.
Yeah. I do one.
He kept my stats, and I'll go over those numbers with you in private. I won't do that on the air to embarrass myself.
Yeah.
But I was gambling.
My stats are terrible.
Way too much for
terrible.
the likes of what I make for a living. So I'm glad I got that to an end. And now I just little things.
Yeah.
Talking about it is fun enough for me where I get to tickle my fancy, if you will.
I just do small. I don't try to.
Oh, I didn't.
I know you can. No, but for me, like I was going. I'm talking about.
I was going big bucks,
listen,
too.
brother, we talking from the same.
Yeah, that I shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
And
Now
I'm glad that I realized that.
I got God in my life. I found a nice lady. She's big. You know, she feed me, and she makes sure that she pat my back.
There you go.
And then and
everybody needs to get cheered up every once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man, a little loving. So you won't have to gamble the rent money and the wig checks.
That's what you don't want.
Yeah, I don't want to gamble the wig checks away.
So before we get into our picks, I'm just going to go over the games at 1 o'clock first and the spreads. New England -6.5 at home against Houston.
I want to get Houston. I wanted to go with Houston, but you know why?
We're going to get there.
I'm telling you.
Also 1 o'clock game, division game. New Orleans hosting Tampa Bay -10. New Orleans -10. Now,
New Orleans supposed to win that game?
I know. I'm not sure.
I didn't go with that game.
Appealed his. You know he's going to be suspended.
Right.
But I'm not sure if he appealed them or not. So that may be why the spread is so big. But New Orleans, you know, with Drew Brees.
Yeah, I mean, you can't knock Drew.
They're a scoring. You know,
I'm calling them Brees.
At home, they always put up points. San Francisco with young Jimmy G getting his first Week 1 start of his career is -6. Is +6 at Minnesota. Minnesota looked great last year with their defense. Just got Cousins. I'm not all in on him, but
I'm a Cousin fan, but I don't know. I mean,
I'll tell you what, with all the great defenses that have won, you don't need the great quarterback.
Right.
You need the quarterback that gets the job done.
Yeah.
So you know,
who fit in that program over there?
There's a lot of quarterbacks that have done that just right, and have
West Coast offense, man. A lot of people can't run that West Coast offense.
Have gone to the Minnesota's not going to do that, but they have weapons on the outside, but their defense can be dominant. And I think Jimmy G may get his first starting loss. He's undefeated as a starter in the NFL.
Really? You got that record?
I'm not sure about the record offhand, but he came back over to San Fran in the middle of the season last year and won 6 games as a starter.
It's horse shit.
I think Minnesota is going to hold their own today, though, but we'll get into that. Let me just go over the spreads.
Go ahead.
Baltimore hosting Buffalo. Buffalo, wow, they have a lot of problems.
See,
Baltimore at home -7.5 in that one. Excuse my voice. I'm talking too much, man. Sensei, you got to chime in. Tell me to shut up.
Hey!
The Cleveland Browns. A lot of new young guys hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers with a lot of controversy going on in Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell sitting out. Players.
Is he sitting out?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's over.
Big news. You didn't hear about this.
What?
There's been talk of how Tomlin can't control the team. He's too easy with them. Big Ben saying,
well, he's the same age. I mean, he's
questioning his his loyalty. Talking about
Big Ben playing?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are we going
talking about his money.
Pittsburgh.
I believe Big Ben's only lost once to Cleveland since he's been behind the helm.
Yeah, it's just I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but it's -3.5.
I went money line. I money lined it.
Well, don't do that because money line will hurt you.
Oh, I just did it for the ticket. Just did it for the ticket.
I got you.
Did it for the ticket.
I'm saying if you get it to cover though, you.
Oh yeah.
So Cleveland, but you know what? Cleveland, they got a lot to. They haven't won a game in God knows how long. They're 1-31 under this.
But this is that fucking week. This is that week that comes surprise.
There's nothing more that Cleveland and the city of Cleveland since LeBron left and they're still
want more.
All they want is to beat Pittsburgh today at 1 o'clock. That
it may be a Philly riot.
There might be a Philly riot. And seriously, they might go nuts in the streets in Cleveland if they beat Pittsburgh.
Something's getting burned down.
In week 1.
Shouts to Ohio.
How, I'll give them.
I'm bringing my mattress.
Their fandom, they do show up. This is an interesting one to me. Luck back, hosting the Cincinnati Bengals.
Indianapolis.
And Dalton has had his way with Indianapolis in prior visits against the Colts. So we'll see what happens. That's only a -1 spread. So you think about it this way. When you say the teams are even,
right?
It's -3 at home.
Right.
The home team's -3. So -1, they're really saying the edges to the Bengals. Right. That's what that spread is saying.
I went Bengals. I went Bengals.
We're gonna get into that, dude. Hey, listen, we're gonna get into that. Trust me.
Sound like we got some money.
The last 1 o'clock game before I get into the Giants stuff, Miami. Also -1 at home against Tennessee. So not to keep reiterating myself, but that's saying Tennessee's going to hold their own. That's going to be a tight game. We'll see what happens. But the Giants today, everybody in the area, because the area is just about the Giants today, because tomorrow night, Monday night, Sammy D, as I'm going to call him,
Sammy D, how you doing?
He takes the snaps Monday night in Detroit, which is not easy. That's something we can discuss later.
Right.
But the Giants today at Fox, 1 o'clock Eastern time, and it should be a lot of fun. I know a lot of people going to the game. I couldn't make it today.
I just want to smell this nice charcoal burger.
Well, I mean that would be a lot of fun, right?
Burger and a beer.
I'll tell you what, they've if you're tailgating, you got there. You've already been there.
Yeah.
You've been there since at least 10 o'clock.
Oh no, you drunk right now. You fucked up right now.
You're having some drinks. You're getting the eats in.
Yeah, breakfast, bagels.
Good for them, because there's a lot of smart nut job tailgaters that they put the tents up and everything. It's great. I just go with like myself and some money and like, thanks for the dough. Here's some whatever I throw.
I know. My people's doors are big, man. Tents, got the TV outside and shit.
It's unbelievable.
Got drugs.
It's amazing the effort that some of these people put into their Sundays.
Yeah, man.
But it's a ritual, and that's great.
And yeah.
So hopefully
that's why football season is the greatest sport in the world.
It's nice and cool out, so just a sweatshirt and you're fine. It's not raining crazy, so
it's gonna get warmed up a little bit.
And hopefully it doesn't rain until maybe the game starts. Hopefully that may be a running game for the Giants. We'll see.
So we're gonna see a lot of Saquon.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Saquon Barkley up the left side.
Because Jacksonville, their defense, they proved it last year with their playoff run that they had.
Yeah, man.
How strong their defensive side.
Yeah, man.
They are.
I mean, look. And I heard a Giant fan say it, and I won't say his name. Dennis. He said, and he's a pretty, and he knows shit like you do, man. Like he's just versed in it. And he said, as I love the Giants, but they may lose today, and I don't want to get that curse out there. Knock on wood.
No, of course not. This is not. I mean, there's a reason why they're home dogs.
Right.
There's a reason.
Right.
They may very well lose.
Right.
I just want to see them with their head up playing.
No, I think they're gonna win today.
I want them. I hope they do.
I know they're gonna win.
I hope they do, and I think they will. But
I'm hoping.
With Vernon out, he's the backbone of that defense. He's out this week. They're going week to week with him with his ankle. So hopefully that's just this week, because we're going to need Olivier Vernon in the game as much as possible.
Man, we got a couple good linebackers, man. I'm not worried about it.
We have some young people that need to step up. It's not easy to ask that in week one. But
it may be though. Week 3.
Barkley being from the Big Ten, but we have some guys from the SEC on the team that
they're going to show up and show out
those
today.
Those guys showed up every Saturday. And now the games are on Sunday.
Right.
That's the difference.
Exactly.
So they've seen the bright lights before.
Yeah, exactly. So they know the big screen.
So that's going to be really fun. 2 hours from now, Giants kick off the season against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let's go, Big Blue. Hey.
Those are the 1 o'clock games. Big Mike, I don't know what we usually do a break by now. You ready to go, man? You tell me. We're going to do a quick commercial break. This is Nonfiction Radio.
Nonfiction Radio.
Tune in. We're going to go over the 4 o'clock games, the night game, Monday night with the Jets, and we'll talk about the New York Football Giants.
Hi.
We'll be back. Peace.
Hey, yo. Look like I'm going for a swim. Dunked on him, now I'm swinging off the rim. Jay coming off the bench while I'm coming off the court fully drenched. Here goes some haterade, get your thirst quenched. Style doing him in this Burberry trench. These birds copy every word, every inch. But gang got the hammer and the wrench. I pull up in that $250,000 off the lot. Oh, now she trying to be friends like I forgot. Show off my diamonds like I'm signed by the rock. Ain't pushing out his baby's telly by the rock. Hey, yo, I been on. You been con. Bentley tints on. Fendi prints on. I mean, I been storm. X-Men been formed. He keep on dialing Nicky like the Prince song. I been on. You been con. Bentley tints on. Fendi prints on. Hey, yo, I been off. Laura been Croft. Place say Chung Lee. Drop the bins off. Oh, I get it. They painted me out to be the bad guy. Well, it's the last time you're gonna see a bad guy do the rap game like me. I went and copped the chopsticks. Put it in my bun just to pop. I'm always in the top. Box seats, fuck the gossip. How many of them could've did it with finesse? Now everybody like she really is the best. You played checkers, couldn't beat me playing chess. Now I'm about to turn around and beat my chest. Just King Kong, yes, this King Kong. Just King Kong, this is King Kong. Chinese ink on, Siamese links on. Call me 2 Chains, name go ding dong. Just King Kong, yes, I'm King Kong. This is King Kong? Yes, Miss King Kong. In my kingdom, with my Timbs on. How many championships? What? 6 rings on. Rings on. They need rappers like me. They need rappers like me. So they can get on their keyboards and make me the bad guy, Chung-Li. Hey, yo, I been on. You been con. Bentley tints on. Fendi prints on. I mean, I been storm. X-Men been spawn. He keep on dialing Nikki like the Prince on. I been on. You been con. Bentley tints on. Fendi prints on. Hey, yo, I been off. Laura Bincroft. Play say Chung-Li. Drop the bins off.
Nonfiction Radio.
Could get menacing, frightening, find help. Sometimes I scare.
It's Nonfiction Radio, DJ Midnight, the Untouchable.
Could get menacing, frightening, find help.
Getting right on that 95.9 FM WZYE.
Myself. Tweaking off that 2CB, huh? Is he gonna make it TBD, huh? Thought I was gonna run DMC, huh? I done died and lived again on DMT, huh? See, this the type of high that won't come down. This the type of high that get you gunned down. Easy trolling OD, huh? Turn TMZ to smack DVD, huh? Russell Simmons wanna pray for me too. I'ma pray for him cause he got me too. Thinking what if that happened to me too? Then I'm on E-News. Could get menacing, frightening, find help. Sometimes I scare myself. Could get menacing, frightening, find help. Sometimes I scare myself.
I might pull up a 1, maybe 2 things. Got my old school joint and my new thing. Got my car.
La música de Harry Fuck. La música de Harry Fuck. La música de Harry Fuck. La música de Harry Fuck.
I might pull up a 1, maybe 2 things. Got my old school joint and my new thing. Got my Carolina joint, that's my blue thing. Got my Chinese joint, that's my Wu-Tang. Every other day it's a new.
We running through some new joints right now, baby. On that 95.9 FM WZYE.
Got my Chinese joint, that's my Wu-Tang. Trade the 4-door for the coupe thing. She want them high heels, no shoestrings. Chicago floor seats, watch the Lou Dang. Crib 36 chambers, Wu-Tang. She ain't a groupie, but she do the group thing. Puff gave me meals off the blue flame. You 2 jets, you 2 planes. Beer gang AK like I'm Hussein. Chief Rock on the bridge like MC Shan. KRS-One smoking on the Ether plant. Best thing out the Bronx since Big Pun. You know exactly where you get your from. I might pull up a 1, maybe 2 things. Got my old school joint and my new thing. Got my Carolina joint, that's my blue thing. Got my Chinese joint, that's my Wu-Tang. Every other day it's a new thing. Every other day it's a new thing. Every other day it's a new thing. Got my Chinese joint.
Nonfiction Radio.
To university, I pull it up in Mercury. Mama, how we filled up with bags of Hercules. Soon as I finish pissing, I put the seat down. My mama beat on, cut my damn town. Only child, no siblings, no besties. I couldn't do nothing right like I left it. But my mama first house with the jewel, man. But my mama second house with the club, man. Me and mama used to chop out the same house. Used to eat and go to sleep on the same couch. Me and mama got busted at the same time. When the court and told Judge the damn same lies, I can tell mama proud of her only son.
Jersey, talk to me, baby, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm real. I'm ill.
DJ Midnight Nonfiction Radio.
I'm real than $2 bills. Yeah, I'm just trying to make my mama proud. I ain't trying to let my mama down. Yeah, I'm just trying to make my mama proud. Yeah, I ain't trying to let my mama down. Mama ain't raised no. One more time. Yeah, my mama ain't raised no. Yeah, mama ain't raised no. Mama ain't raised no.
Always flooding the streets with that new heat. It's DJ Midnight live in your ears.
in my lap because he don't wanna roll it. I was sliding in the lamb with the power glide. Slime green paint, peanut butter inside. She wanna speak up, coming out of clothes. I'm in Wonderland when she coming down the pole, and I don't care if she take all of mine. Like it ain't but a
Nonfiction Radio.
Diamonds unthought, coming in froze. Got too many girls to let one of them go. When I make a purchase, I can't wait to show. Whoa, whoa. She better put a pinky ring on snow globe. I'ma have that pussy on like Coco. Yeah. She was going up and down like yo-yo. You can say I'm greedy cause I always want more. I don't f with homes cause they want some slow folks. Ooh, money on my soul. Baby girl, full moon. Get it in with some money, some room. She don't stop, batteries not included. Big ballin' like my tumbo. Much cooler than the cool kids. Whoa, can you believe every night we do this? Yeah. We'll see you smoke, toast it up. No, I ain't hosting. Kush all in my lap because he don't wanna roll it. I was sliding in the lamb with the power glide. Slime green paint, peanut butter inside. She wanna speak up, coming out of clothes. I'm in Wonderland when she coming down the pole, and I don't care if she take all of mine.
DJ Midnight.
Used to be pumping down rich, I'm spending every penny. 2 boxes of gear, riding through the knob up in the Bentley. Curtis Jackson ain't no acting when I'm on a mission. Trying to assassinate my character, I ain't say I did it. You got that yayo, you let them K's go.
That NBA young boy, baby. Only on Nonfiction Radio, WZYE.
The black is at, the black is at, the black is at, the black is at, the black is at.
New Jersey's #1 for hip hop and R&B, baby. Let's get it.
Whole lot of killing, help the skelter like I'm talking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back at the Score Nonfiction Radio. Here we are for our second segment. I got my man Jack Stevens.
Neighborhood Sensei.
Neighborhood Sensei today,
Neighborhood
folks.
Sensei.
Referee a couple weeks ago. Now he's a Neighborhood Sensei.
Last week, I think I was what was last week? I can't catch up.
Yeah, I called you guys from Baltimore last week.
Yeah.
I was supposed to come back with what was it? Crabs and heroin.
Crabs and heroin.
Yeah.
What happened to that guy across the street? Did you beat him?
No. I was like, what's he looking at, man? Who's this guy looking at me?
Yo, I was crying.
Baltimore, man. One block's something, one block something else. But very fun place to go visit. Shout out to Baltimore. Fun place to visit.
Dangerous
Especially
place.
when you're with good company. You know what I'm saying?
And the fiend across the street.
There's a lot of those guys, man. God help them.
Oh man,
help those guys out.
Yo, I pray for them guys every day.
Jesus.
Every day.
Need something going for them.
Every day, brother.
All right, so we'll go in with the Giants first. Get that out of the way. Obviously, we're both homers. We're both biased. We're gonna pick the Giants. The over/unders.
Giants over everybody.
I hope so. And that would be so fun.
damn
'Cause
it.
it just makes me happy. That's how fragile of a person I am. I need the Giants to win to make me happy.
Yeah.
Giants.
I'm going streaking in the quad if you
Giants
win
plus 3 at home against the defensive team Jacksonville. Your prediction?
Man, obviously it's definitely going to be the Giants.
So
But
you have the Giants winning.
yeah, I got them. Let me see what I got. Yeah, I got them run line. They, plus 3.
You took it.
I took the points. I took the points.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah, I took the points.
That's a bigger hit for our
I mean,
game.
here's the game plan for me.
Go ahead.
Give Saquon the ball.
Well, with the conditions, that's going to be it.
See, the thing is,
they're going to need all their backs to do something today.
The Giants has been good when they have a running threat and they have a passing threat. I mean, that's football 101.
But that's been the Giants.
But that's been the Giants' MO.
That is football NFL 101 especially. But
and we have a couple
Giants,
wide receivers.
The Giants, they have weapons like they've never had before.
This is like an arsenal. We have an arsenal.
They really can. If from the weakest offensive lineman in Flowers, if they can hold it together and let him,
Shouts to Tommy Vercetti. Hey, you doing, Tommy Vercetti?
Please give Eli some time, the much-needed time he needs, so he can make a connection with a lot of these ridiculous athletes that are world-class athletes that can run like the wind. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm going to take the Giants also. To be honest with you, just as a Giant fan, I'd hate to see them, don't get me wrong, I love when they have the lead. I hate to see them jump out to such a big lead early.
Yeah, and get comfortable.
I hate that. And I hate when coaches and in all levels, in any sport, when they take the foot off the gas a little bit, if you will, and let other teams back in because they're doing clock management. We saw Notre Dame do that yesterday against
how did they give up that many points?
I don't know how they took their foot off their throat. They shouldn't have. But the Giants tend to do that. I hope it's a well thought out game.
I think it's going to stay on the ground.
I think it will. Both teams will stay on the ground, considering the weather conditions. Hopefully, the Giants will prevail.
Shout out to Saquon if you can hear me.
I'm going.
Run that ball, boy.
I'm going Giants 21-13.
That's your prediction?
Yeah.
I'm going a little higher than that.
Okay.
I'm going a little higher. I'm going 34-15.
34-15. So you're talking about a dominant win by the Giants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I hope you're right, by the way.
Yes.
So far, I like
Saquon, definitely a touchdown.
So far, I like you.
Odell Beckham, 2 touchdowns.
All right.
We may even see Eli run one in.
Now, hold on. Is this you playing on Madden before the game starts?
No, this is me. I had a dream.
Okay, this is a dream.
I had a dream.
Now, listen, Sensei, not to get off topic, but are you like, is this like Sensei, like the Last Dragon? Like you going to Daddy Green's?
Yeah, I'm like the last defensive of like the hood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm like the last. I'm the last fiend.
Okay.
Type Sensei. You can't get defense move
so you're
like
about to
me.
Smack up Shonuff after the show.
Listen, anybody want to test my metal? Listen, I'll be at Dylan's watching the game. I teach you all types of karate move. My tangerine belt's gonna come in full effect.
Shorty and Dylan's over in West Orange.
Coming in full effect. My karate moves will disarm you and make sure you render yourself defenseless.
Amazing. All right, and to Daddy Green's Pizza in that movie.
Oh yeah.
This movie your feet to Daddy Green's Pizza. I mean, that movie's a classic.
A classic.
I've never seen the Last Dragon.
Classic. I think he looked different now. I don't know the actor's name.
The Bruce Leroy?
The Bruce Leroy.
I don't know his actual name. I don't know.
Who the prettiest? Shown up.
Yeah, who the baddest? Great movie. Please watch it. But definitely,
Giants all the way.
Definitely not during the Giant game. Watch the Giants, hopefully, in a victory.
Right.
All right, so we got the home team out of the way.
Yeah.
We're both pro-Giants. We're both a little biased. So that's,
of course.
Our listeners.
I'm very biased. I'm
so
like blind. I got my blinders on.
Out there listening. The millions and millions of fans out there listening.
Millions of fans.
You knew we were going to pick the Giants, so there you have it. Now here's where it gets interesting.
Right.
Picks that are not our favorite team. Let's start with New England -6. You touched on this prior. I wanted to keep the fans waiting. I wanted to keep them on edge while we do this in the second segment.
You hate the Patriots.
Well, I know you do. We had a drink together not too long ago, and you said they'd have 4 wins, which I almost
4 wins.
I spit my beer out all over.
4 wins. This may be one of them, though.
So
this may be one.
All right,
this may be one.
So they're gonna.
Yeah, 4 wins. Shout out to any other goddamn New England fans. You're gonna have a terrible season. Ready to eat popcorn.
So you think that they're winning today? So the rest of the year they're going 3-12.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, something's gonna happen.
All right, man.
I'm giving 1 win because I got a ticket.
I hope you're right.
Today they're gonna win.
I don't think that's gonna be their record at the end of the day.
Yeah,
however, I do think that Houston is gonna give them a good game. I'm gonna pick them to cover, but even if Houston can pull it off because their defense, they're healthy for once. They've been plagued with injuries the last 3 seasons.
Right. And they still be putting it off.
They're well coached. They got, listen.
They're still dangerous. They're still dangerous.
Place to play.
And that's why I picked them. In Gillette Stadium, that's why I picked them.
It's Brady. It's tough to bet against him. We've all seen him lose, but we've all seen him win so many times, time and time again.
Belichick, man.
Belichick as well. I mean, the guy.
He had the other team one time listening to talk radio. They was, they corresponded from the field to the box.
You like him or hate him, the guy's a genius.
Genius.
So, that's Belichick. I'm gonna go with Houston to cover. But what's funny is
I would like to run on them if you can bet them.
I'll tell you right now, if Houston can pull this off, it's going to be so funny just because of the area where we live.
Right.
Like all the Patriots are done, as you alluded to, with the 4-win season, which
4 wins,
which is amazing.
I'm predicting it.
Really
anybody want to bet me? Fight me in the parking lot and I'll rob you and take your money.
I'll tell you right now.
Fight me in the parking lot.
If Houston beats them, folks. Everyone's going to go, oh, Brady's too old, this and that.
Yeah, they're going to start. Yeah.
You know what? Let me just tell you real quick. They're going to go 5-1, 6-0 in their division. They're going to win at least 12 games this year.
I don't know about that.
So please, no one go nuts if they lose this game.
I don't know about that.
Houston's
they're not going to lose.
Team, defensive battle team. They're finally healthy. They got a lot. They got a lot to prove. They're hungry. They're young at their cores. If Houston can pull this off, please, from Sundays to come, please, if you're going to call in, we're waiting for our first call today, by the way.
Yeah, the first caller calling. What's the number?
And please don't bother me. I actually don't know the number.
I don't know the number. That's why I asked you.
If you see me, you stop in and get a drink at St. James Gate. Please don't give me this. Oh, New England's done, please, because it's
That's a boys' bar, right?
973-672-03.
Hey, Mike, who you got today, Mike?
New York Giants, Big Mike. That's a good. There you go.
We bring a Big Mike in on the phone.
Yeah, we it's so
Big Mike,
we had CJ and Mo saying, "Oh, the Giants are obnoxious fans." Yeah, because you're a Jets fan and a Cowboy fan. That's what
the hell out of here.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Cal.
I don't hate the Jets, but the Jets fans constantly put my team's name in their mouth.
I like watching the Jets. I like you're a Giant fan, right, Mike?
Big Mike's a Giants fan.
That's what I'm talking about. See, I love the Jets, like watching the Jets, but when it compared to like what New York is known for,
it's the New York Football Giants.
New York Football Giants. That's it.
We have them winning today. Let's go Houston, but that should be a good one. That should be a good 1 o'clock game. I won't be watching.
I could have ran line Houston though.
Maybe I'll put on some.
That would have been a good.
Maybe I'll put on some red zone here and there, but
yeah.
Is
that your boys' bar you going to?
Dylan's.
No.
St. James Gate?
Yeah.
That's my family's bar in Maplewood, New Jersey, on Maplewood Avenue.
St. James Gate. We may be drinking at St. James Gate.
I prefer drinking somewhere else because then I see my customers, to be honest. Right. And a lot of my coworkers.
Hey, man, you know I can cook, man.
That only drink there, too.
You sell food there?
Yeah, we sell fantastic.
Shit, you know I'm a chef right next
to
the...
We'll talk after.
I need a fucking job. From radio to the kitchen.
Hey, man.
Sensei.
I like it, Sensei. You keep it moving.
Yeah.
We're going to go to in New Orleans, -10 against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has weapons. Division games are always tighter than you want them to be, but New Orleans...
They got New Orleans winning?
Really score. New Orleans -10.
Wow.
I'm going to take Tampa Bay just because it's a division game, and I think Tampa Bay keeps it somewhat close. The over-under is 49.5.
I didn't take that. I didn't take that game.
That's a lot of scoring.
That's a lot of scoring.
That's a lot of scoring. I believe that's the highest total points of the day.
No. New England got 50.
Oh, wow. Yeah. New England's 50. Wow, which is with Houston.
That's ridiculous. I went under. I went under
on that.
I went under. Yeah,
I didn't say that in the last game. I apologize for that. Yeah. Houston -50. I like the under in that more than anything. Yeah. If I'm betting anything on that game, I'm betting
under. Yeah. I went the under.
We'll see. We'll see. Because I'll tell you what, these flags can go either way, as we can see. I thought I thought they'd be pro over, but we just saw on Thursday night. The flags were a detriment.
Right. This is why it's scary to bet this week.
Oh, absolutely. No,
you don't know what's going to happen with the refs.
It's a coin flip. That's why we're giving you what we can, folks. But please don't put all your money on what we're saying today.
Right. Just, don't go out and spend the WIC checks.
Do that on your own. At your own risk, please. Yeah. Don't say.
Don't go and spend out the baby milk money.
Jimmy and Sensei told me to bet this. So
no, I didn't tell you a goddamn thing.
I don't need anyone looking for me. On the streets,
baby mama will come to your house. She'll come to your house. You told my motherfucker, my man to go spend his motherfucking WIC check.
He's got money on the game. I'm sorry. Root for him to win.
Well, if he won.
I'm taking Tampa Bay to cover, and I like the over at 49.5.
What? So it's Tampa Bay. Let me see what we got.
New Orleans, Tampa Bay.
I like New Orleans. I don't think
New Orleans is gonna just blow the doors wide open, just smoke them.
Yeah, in New Orleans.
It's in New Orleans.
It's over. The two places you really want to play is New Orleans and Gillette Stadium. I'm sorry.
New Orleans is a tough place to play. Atlanta's a tough place to play. There's a lot of
Atlanta, a tough place. But you can win in Atlanta. You can't really win in Louisiana.
New Orleans has a great
record.
Boston. I'm going to go final score. I'm going to go 34-26. Tampa Bay. New Orleans to win.
34. I think it's going to be a 46-22 game.
New Orleans is scoring 46 points today?
46 points today.
Awesome. I hope you're right.
Anybody recording this, Mike?
We got it all recorded, man. You watch us on. Absolutely, you can watch us on YouTube Live, folks. Tune in
on YouTube Live. I'm live. The Joey Numbers Show.
This is the score. You know the deal, everybody.
That's it. Sorry for speaking over.
No, I love it. No, it's fine. This is a tough one. San Francisco at Minnesota. Tough one for San Francisco, that is. They showed some light.
Yeah, I was looking at that game. I wanted to take
it. Jimmy G. I like Minnesota to cover at -6. I also like the under. I think Jimmy G is going to be on his back a lot today.
Yeah.
I think both teams are going to try and run the ball and be clock masters.
I wanted to go Minnesota.
I like the under 46.5, and I like Minnesota to cover -6. I'm going to go final score 20-12.
See, I think close. It's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be a really close game.
Tough.
I don't know if they're gonna cover.
Minnesota is.
I don't know Minnesota gonna cover.
Minnesota is one of those early, Super Bowl or bust predictions. Though. But it's it's a marathon this season. We've seen that. We've seen that before.
Right.
So.
Right. I like it. Let me see the score. Let me see. It may be 22-20.
22-20 Minnesota.
Yeah.
That's where you're going, and that will also be an under if that hits.
All right.
All right. Next game, Baltimore. We're running down the line quick here. Baltimore hosting the Buffalo Bills, -7.5.
I'm going Baltimore for sure.
Baltimore to cover?
Yeah, I got 7.5. 8. What, I got 8 points now?
I like them to cover also, just solely on the fact that Nathan Peterman. That sounds like one of your characters.
Yeah, my name is Nathan.
I don't know if that would be his voice.
Yeah, that wouldn't be his voice. I went off on that. I wanted to see how would that sound coming out.
I think
how you doing? My name is Nathan Peterson.
Nathan
Peterson.
I think that's more bad. I think you nailed it with that.
How you doing, Nathan Peterson?
They're not going to start the rookie quarterback Josh Allen, who's proven he's got a big arm, but we'll see if he's ready for the NFL. Obviously, the Buffalo Bills do not think so yet with their first-round lottery pick. I'm going to go with Baltimore also. To cover the 7.5. The over/under is a low one.
I'm going over.
The over/under is a low one on purpose because it's 39.
I'm going over.
I think the Ravens take care of business at home and kind of toy with Buffalo.
Right.
I think they win, but I'm not sure about the over/under.
I'm going over.
I'm going to take the over just because it's so low.
Right.
No, I'm going to take the under. I think when they show you that, they beg you to take the over. I'm going to take the under, -7.5. I'll take Baltimore, and I'll go final score. I'm going to go 28-10. Which pushed me at 38 points, by the way. Really living on the edge.
Wait, what did you say the score again?
My score, 28-10.
Oh, we got a caller.
How do we answer this? I just hit, okay. That was false alarm, folks.
False alarm.
We would
Mike, I thought we had company.
Upset. My ears, you can't see them because my ears peaked up.
I know. I really was looking like this is like that bat phone. What is this? Like
I don't know what it says. Drop and it says call
drop.
I don't know, man. And it dials out, so it's like doo doo doo. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, the bat phone, man.
No, I don't say this often about anything ever. But Mo usually handles this. I wouldn't mind if Mo's just arm came up right here.
Yeah,
and just did that part
and just start typing.
I don't really need him.
Mo's a very technical guy. I'm over my.
He's like a dork.
Yeah, you know what?
He's like he's the oldest millennial there is.
Yeah, like the Lily. Shout out to the Lily Tea Company again.
Mo Black.
Mo Black is an amazing person, but he's definitely a dork and a dweeb. We could say all types of nerdy names for him.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's brewing teas. He got he's like a chemist.
He's
a botanist.
He's a fantastic tennis player and fencer.
He's cultured.
He's a swordsman.
He battles roulette.
Oh boy.
Shouts to Mo.
Yeah, Mo Black. If he hits me up, then we can figure this out. We'll get Big Mike in here. We'll get him on the phone. Also, CJ Cracks, you're listening. Young Scotty.
Shout to
CJ Cracks.
He could be doing. He could be out of the state doing some.
He might
stand up.
CJ's always busy. It's tough to keep up with him. We always love having him on.
Shout to CJ Cracks, RN native man, one of the funniest dude around.
Great dude. And Young Scotty went back to school.
Young Scotty.
Get off to a good start, Young Scotty. Down at Rutgers, representing the state.
What was your new name? I'll get you a new hood name.
2 weeks ago, you called me Malik.
Yeah, Malik.
You found out that I have 2 baby mamas.
Yeah.
And I turned into Malik somehow.
Yeah, you got 2 baby mamas.
Was, not to me.
He must got some.
I don't get offended, but someone could probably get offended by that. Not me. I don't.
Nah.
It's not happening.
And who cares? You know what? You tell him to suck my motherfucker. Tell him to suck my mother.
Now, what's the score you got for Baltimore Buffalo, man?
Okay.
You're taking the over, so minus
taking
7.5. You got to go over 39 points.
28-15.
28-15 Baltimore. Yeah. Okay, you got that. Yep. All right. Let's see. Next game. Now, again, controversy all over the place in this game. Got a new and improved, young, hungry Cleveland Browns team against a superior world-class team without their star player, with some controversy in the locker room, open to the media. maybe a little unfocused, but they just usually win these games. It's a low spread for this game, though, between the two teams of late, since Ben Roethlisberger has been a part of the Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
The Steelers in Cleveland, -3.5. Cleveland home dogs, which doesn't happen very often, even though we see it today in the Giant game, which I.
Well, it's like PA and Ohio, they neighbors. So
totally.
I mean, it's like a home game for anybody, you know.
You know, there's gonna be Steelers fans travel well. There's always gonna be Steelers fans. And you know, a Steelers fan, you know, besides being in their home, stadium, why would they not want to go see a guaranteed victory? Let's travel to Cleveland, have a nice day, and watch our team win.
Yeah,
they're going to travel well for that game.
But if Cincinnati somehow wins,
Cleveland.
Oh, sorry, damn, it's Cleveland. Sorry.
It's all right.
But if Cleveland wins,
I would love that.
I wouldn't, but.
What do you got?
Yeah, I got Pittsburgh. Money line. I got a money line.
All right, so no, I would love.
You know what is the spread? What's the points?
-3.5 Pittsburgh.
You know what? It was bigger yesterday.
Yeah, so people are.
I mean, it was.
People are hitting up Cleveland.
Yeah, it was like
cover.
It was like 5 yesterday, 4.
People are hitting up Cleveland to cover.
I think it was.
Which is interesting. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Vegas, man, it's a weird animal, man. I mean, that could change.
It's so fun.
I seen the spread change from 8 o'clock to 1 o'clock. I mean, to 12 o'clock. It just changed.
Well, see, Tyrod Taylor's got a lot to prove. They gave him the snaps, even with the overall #1 pick, saying he's not ready. He's kind of small, but we'll see what happens with Baker Mayfield in the future.
Well, Pittsburgh defense.
But Tyrod Taylor, this guy's been bounced around. He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, from Buffalo.
So. Now, but they have some young talent. They had all these draft picks the last couple of years. It's going to add up. As we've seen in basketball with the 76ers turning it around with all the young talent they have. Yeah. Maybe Cleveland can get something like that going and get a couple victories.
They got it. You know what? And here's the thing.
I would love nothing more than Cleveland to win today.
Pittsburgh got to run the ball.
Well,
has to run the ball.
Oh, they're gonna.
They have to run the ball.
Their line is superior, and I know Bell isn't playing. Sorry for all you fantasy losers that took him with your first overall pick, because he's not playing until week 10, folks.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm going to take Pittsburgh to cover. But the over-under is 41.
I'm going over.
I'm going to say...
I'm going over. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. I think you're going to get some surprises. That's why, I put money line, what was the spread? You said 3?
I'm going to say a heartbreak loss. I'm going to say...
Pittsburgh losing?
No, heartbreak loss for Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say 24-20 Pittsburgh with a late fourth quarter touchdown.
I'm going with that.
Just to rip the hearts out.
I'm going with that. That's a good score.
That will be fun.
Yeah, that's a good score.
Game. Also, a game I'm not going to watch unless I'm watching Red Zone, because I'm solely watching them. When we get to the 4 o'clocks, that'll be interesting, because I'm going to watch those games.
Yeah.
These 1 o'clock games, we got a couple more, and then we'll get to the afternoon games and go from there. Next up, Andrew Luck back. Colts fans got to be happy, even though their GM and the way they draft and everything about it is chaotic, if you will. They do not protect.
I haven't seen this in a while. And this class act team.
It's up to him. He has to be Superman. He's back. He's fully healthy. Colts -1 at home. I'm taking the Bengals. The over-under is 47.5 also. I'm taking the Bengals with the Red Rocket. I think Cincinnati has weapons. They've had really good seasons. They just can't win a playoff game. I'm going Cincinnati 28-20. Cincinnati covers, wins, takes the over.
You took the words out of my mouth. I mean, you took it. I don't know what I was seeing yesterday.
They're going to be too much for the Colts.
Yeah, I think they're gonna come in and just go.
Yeah, I think
they passing. I think they passed over 450 yards today.
This is Luck's first game back in over a season.
Somebody going
great player.
Slam him on his clavicle.
He's got a birthday coming up, by the way. I just found out he's the same birthday as me.
Oh, really?
I'm older than him, so I'm not going to say.
Shouts to Andrew Luck.
Yeah, Andrew Luck.
From having the same birthday as Malik.
He's a warrior, and he's a class act, Stanford guy, and he loves football. He said he was miserable without it. This is a guy that the league respects. Yeah. He gets hit by a linebacker, and he says, "Hey, good hit."
Right.
Guys like that, you love that.
Yeah.
He's not afraid.
Yeah.
He plays football.
No, Andrew Luck looked like he a little choppy,
It's unfortunate for him the way his career is going. Played with injuries so far.
He gets it in.
If he can stay healthy, you're talking about another 7, 8 years, 10 years of. That can play in this league.
Oh yeah. What was his knee? He had an injury.
Shoulder. This guy gets banged around, but he's a competitor. He'll run in head first. He wants to score. He wants to win.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see. Not taking anything away from him. I'm just taking a lot away from the Indianapolis Colts organization as a whole.
I don't think they got it right
Bengals
now.
28-20, me neither. Last 1 o'clock game of the day. Miami at home -1. Over under 43.5. I'm going to take the under.
Wait. Miami what?
Miami -1. So they're favored 1 point at home.
See, it changed from yesterday. Yesterday,
these are Vegas lines today.
Yeah, yesterday it was given 1.5 points.
Oh, good. You got them at that then. What'd you take?
I took the run line.
Okay.
1.5.
All right. Well, you heard it. That's what Jack's got today. I'm going to take.
So even if they lose,
yeah,
I got it here.
Yeah, I got you.
1.5 points. I'm taking Miami.
I'm taking Tennessee.
Why would you take Tennessee?
They're just better than Miami.
I just think first game of the year, that's going to be the game.
It's still hot down there.
Right.
Their fans aren't very loyal. Empty stadium. Nothing really to entice them by any of their new draft picks or any new players down there.
I just think Miami comes to play.
I don't like the AFC East. I think they, I can't stand the Patriots. They always win. And the Jets, Bills, and Dolphins have a lot to prove. They've been in the gutter besides a couple glimpses of the Jets making the playoffs here and there with Sanchez and Rex Ryan. Other than that, the last 20 years, those three teams suck.
Yeah.
I'm taking Tennessee to cover. And
what is it?
I'm taking the under 43.5. I don't think.
Oh, Miami is Miami predicted to win?
Yeah. Yeah, they're favored by a point.
Even if they lose, I got the win. And I'm taking the under.
Okay, I like the under also. I'm going to say Tennessee 24, Miami 12. That wraps up our 1 o'clock games, folks.
Yeah.
That wraps up the 1 o'clock games.
Yeah.
The afternoon games. This is when I become an NFL fan.
Let's see.
Hopefully after a giant victory.
We're going to do it again. 1 o'clock games.
You heard our predictions here at Nonfiction Radio. Remember, just use them to what you will and make your own predictions, please. Don't put that on us.
Right.
I don't need any threats next week. Like, you told me to pick it. No.
Yeah, don't say the Sensei and Malik told you anything. Don't say it.
We'll see what happens. This one's a fun one, I think. Los Angeles Chargers. I mean, it's so funny that they're Los Angeles Chargers. That have been San Diego Chargers my whole life. We'll see what kind of fan base goes there. I know the people of San Diego, San Diegans.
San Diegans.
You know that they're not very happy about that. The move. You got Patrick Mahomes, which they're putting all their trust in this kid. He's got an arm. This kid might have the strongest arm in the league. He can throw it 80 yards on the fly. They got rid of Alex Smith. Alex Smith has had a very nice career.
I love Alex Smith. I love him.
He's a game manager. He can get you a victory. Mahomes can change a game in a play. That's what this team is going for. Kansas City in a new direction. Not a lot of promise this year. This will be his first start.
Kansas City
in LA. And the LA Chargers, who had a lot of luck last year, ended the season, on a strong note. Good for them. Phillip Rivers, first ballot Hall of Famer. But with the move, I don't see any fan base. I don't see this as much as a home game. This is a division game. I'm taking Kansas City getting 3.5. I'm going to take them to outright win. I'm going to take Kansas City to run the ball and win in the under at 48. I'm going to say 24-21 Kansas City.
Bruh. I don't like it.
What do you got?
I don't like it.
Well, Chargers are getting some Super Bowl talk on them, which I think is crazy.
I don't like
it. But, each their own, if you will.
You say Kansas City?
I'm taking Kansas City to win outright. They're getting plus 3.5.
I think the Chargers come in and bring that score. I don't. You know what? I'll take Kansas City on a win, but I don't think the spread is going to.
Well, the spread is in favor of Kansas City. So the game hasn't started yet. It's 3.5-0 Kansas City.
Yeah. No. I'm trying to make sense of it because it's going to be a closer game than we thought.
I just said it's 24-21. I'm talking about a division game that's going to be tight. I just think Kansas City is going to come out on top.
It's a high-scoring game.
It's not because the over/under is at 48. That's
48?
Yeah, man.
I'm glad they ain't taking no 4 o'clock games.
Yo, man, Sensei, for a Sensei, I say the beginning before I make my prediction.
Yeah, I've been
usually really
I've been praying all morning. I've been praying and drinking green tea.
You've been meditating.
I've been meditating.
Praying and doing the show?
And doing the show.
Multitasking, folks, at its best. Bruh. At its best. That's impressive, Jack.
Yeah.
All right, Seattle at Denver. I think both teams stink. However,
I like Denver.
Division game. -3 controversy with Seattle. Team seems to be in disarray. A lot of banter back and forth. They have the same type of controversy with Le'Veon Bell, even though their star is going to say he's going to play. Good for him. Manned up. Seattle at Denver, -3, over under 42.5. I'm going to go with...
Wait, hold on.
If I had to do this game, I would stay away. I would stay away from it. I'm gonna go with a push. Denver wins by 3.
What?
Sloppy game. I don't like that. I'll just bet the over under. I'm gonna. Oh,
Mo Black.
You, Mo Black. How do we answer it?
Mo Black.
What do I do? Hit call? Okay. All right, I got you. You, Mo. What's up, dude?
Reporting in from North Carolina, baby.
North Kakalaki.
Lily Tea Company.
Lily Tea Company in the building now.
What's up, Mo?
What's up, Mo?
What's up, guys? What's up?
We were just in the midst of the afternoon games. We just did all the 1 o'clocks. We gave our predictions. The next up, this is actually perfect because we'll skip over the Denver-Seattle game. No one cares. Next up, I'm glad we want to hear your prediction first, sir. Dallas.
Yeah, well, I'm down here in Carolina.
While you're down there in Carolina, Dallas is also there. Dallas is there too.
Down here.
Yep, and it's
why do you think I'm down here? I got invited by the team and doing some on-site.
Oh, cool.
On-site reporting.
Look at you
for the Cowboys down in Carolina for Nonfiction Radio.
Horse shit. Nonfiction Radio representing the Cowboys and Mo Black. Good for you. That's quite the team down there. Now listen, you got -3, which means to Vegas that means these two teams are pretty even. The home team -3. In Carolina, where Mo is live, folks.
Yeah,
we are.
It's just,
live Carolina.
Here's what I think about the Cowboys.
Great. Really?
Yeah.
Really? Do you want silent on that?
One more time.
Listen. Well, I spoke to Dak Prescott earlier. He's feeling really good. I got a chance to speak to Ezekiel. He said he's going to have a monster game. He's coming in prepared. He doesn't have any of the off-season sort of problems they had last year, so he could fully focus on.
I got you. Yeah. All right, you got any?
I mean, bet-wise, I do like the Cowboys today. Bet-wise,
I hear you. I don't. I like Carolina. Mo, do you have any direct quotes from either of those two players, or we're just going to take your word for it?
Well, listen, Zeke said, and I quote, that he's throwing 100%.
On-side correspondent.
He's throwing 100%. Yeah, he's throwing 100% this year.
Okay.
And he also quoted that he will rush for more than 100 yards today.
Wow.
And the score is, hold on.
The score, my prediction of the score, I got the Cowboys 23-20.
23-20 Cowboys.
Yeah.
Horse shit.
We gotta get a quicker drum roll than that.
That drum roll is.
That drum roll is 11 seconds, folks. That's we need to shorten that up, man. That's
right.
11 seconds.
I can't hear the sound effects.
Okay, all right, I got you.
23-20 is my prediction.
He hit the drum roll, Mo, as you said, 23-20, and then we
just kept going.
We had 10 seconds of drum roll still.
Wait, who's on the show with you, Jeff?
Jack Stevens.
Sensei.
Oh, Jack Stevens.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sensei Jack Stevens.
The neighborhood sensei today.
Neighborhood sensei.
I'm a neighborhood sensei. I'm teaching. Yeah, Jack Stevens, the neighborhood. I'm teaching karate moves up here.
Yeah, we are.
I'm like a Lily Tea Company green tea and pomegranate.
Green belt.
Green. I'm a green pomegranate.
And he's a green belt karate expert.
Yeah,
exactly. And Mo, before he goes to Dylan's after the game, after the show, he's going to Daddy Green's Pizza for some slices first.
That's what I'm talking about.
Daddy Green.
Daddy Green.
on the Leroy gun.
Yeah.
Am I the prettiest? Show enough.
Show enough for Leroy.
All right.
So,
Mo, great to hear from you, man. Good luck with your Cowboys and representing them down there in North Carolina. And we'll talk to you soon.
Hey, Mo, shouts to Lily Tea Company, brother. Hey, make sure you get all the stats when he break his neck, when he break Dak's neck. I want to make sure you get the blood type and what he got to say.
Come on, man, don't talk
when he break his neck.
Like
all right, Mo. Hopefully you watch a giant victory first, and then you get onto your game. Good luck today.
Yeah, shouts to Mo.
I got the All right, my final score in that game is 1,014-7.
That's horse shit.
All right, bro. We're gonna close out, Mo. All right, peace, bro. All right. Good talking to you. We got to do these quick because Big Mike just got on us. We only got 5 minutes left.
All right, let's go.
So let's bang this. The last two games after that, we got the Redskins at Arizona -2. I like Washington
I like Arizona.
I like Washington to win that game.
What?
I don't want them to. I like Washington to win that game. I think they're just gonna. Alex Smith being a Niner forever, he's been to that building.
Right.
Well,
that's a good point.
And I think he's smart enough to get the win in Week 1 in Arizona. Who's starting over, if you will.
Yeah.
They have Fitzgerald, obviously, who's a world-class Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But who's throwing him the ball? I like Washington to win that game 21-19. And what about
21-19?
21-19.
No. I'm going to Arizona. Arizona is completely destroys 35-12.
Wow. You have some big games today.
Yeah.
Game night tonight, Sunday night game. Green Bay, -7 against the newly charged defense, Chicago Bears.
I'm going with the Bears.
The Bears. You're going with the Bears to cover, correct? Not to win.
To win.
They're going to get outright win.
Outright win.
Wow, you got
outright.
You got some balls on you, man.
Telling you.
I'm taking the Bears to cover. I'm going to say it's a defensive battle. I think Green Bay, their defense stepped up a little bit this offseason. We'll see what happens. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers can dictate pretty much any game he wants. It's just, I'm not sure they were in tune looking at their games in the preseason. We'll see what happens. Divisional game, I'm going to say it's tight. I'm taking the Bears to cover. 46.5 is the over-under. I'm going under. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go.
This is a high-scoring game, man.
19-13.
Oh, you know what? It's a defensive game. No, I'm going under.
I'm going 19-13 Green Bay.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdowns.
Aaron Rodgers 2 touchdowns.
And we'll just do the quick. We got to do Monday night real quick, right?
Yeah, let's do Monday night.
We'll start off with the Oakland Raiders hosting the LA Rams. Oakland in disarray. They're moving to Vegas. They just got rid of
my Compton fans. Let me just tell you,
Khalil Mack for first round for future picks. They're in disarray. Gruden hasn't coached in 10 years. What's going to happen with this team? LA Rams, besides the Patriots,
isn't Gruden back on Monday night?
No, he's the coach of the the Oakland Raiders. Excuse me.
Jesus Christ!
10-year contract, $100 million. That's what
Jesus Christ.
LA Rams, besides the obvious easy road in the AFC, the NFC is stacked, and the LA Rams, Vegas has as the best odds to reach the Super Bowl. I think the Rams demolish Oakland.
Yeah,
I think
they should die.
I think they're not ready for this. I think there's so much controversy in the offseason. And controversy, if you're an Oakland Raider fan, that doesn't sit well. You don't like controversy with them when they're playing poorly. They have a future, obviously. They have a good quarterback in Carr, but the Rams are going to be on a mission. Their defense is stacked.
That's
over-under's 48.5.
Yeah.
Goff's going to put up points on the Raiders' defense, especially with Khalil Mack not putting him on his back. I'm going to go Rams.
It's going to be a terrible game.
Monday night, late night.
Terrible game.
St. James Gate will be
open. Isn't it 2 games? It's 2 games.
We're going to go to the Jets first, and then we're going to close out. The Jets second, rather. Rams, wow. They run all over them.
Yeah.
Rams, 28-12. LA Rams dominate the Oakland Raiders on Monday night, late night.
Yeah.
St. James Gate will be open. Stop in for drinks.
St. James.
What's your prediction on that? And we'll get to the Jets and close out.
Let's go Rams, 35-0.
35-0. Raiders aren't going to score.
No.
Wow, that's amazing. At home on Monday night.
At home on Monday night, not scoring. Okay, let's give him this 35-3.
I hope. I like my picks. I mean, if I get half of them right, I'll be happy with that, especially week 1. I love your picks.
Yeah.
Your picks are so much more fun than mine.
Yeah. And unrealistic, but
no. Why?
I mean, who
the hell knows?
They like the shadow in the nighttime.
All right, Jets. This is
Can't
the first
really
game
see
on
it.
Monday night. I'm hoping for a good Jets crew to come in. St. James Gate.
Let's go, Jets!
Jets. Sam Darnold gets his first start. The youngest quarterback. Got you, Big Mike. Thank you. The youngest starting quarterback ever on Monday night in the history of the NFL. Sam Darnold takes the snaps for the Jets.
Yep.
Sammy D is what I'm going to be calling him.
Yep.
So
Sammy D. How you doing, Sammy D? Hey, Sammy.
Jimmy just copyrighted that.
Hey, Sammy D.
Sammy D sounds like Sunny Delight, right?
Yo, I'm telling you, they're going to get that. That's a good monarch.
We'll see. Maybe Sunny D can make a comeback.
Yeah. Sammy D. How you doing?
It's too much for him. We all know what Matthew Stafford can do. For those fantasy guys out there, he's always a high pick. He scores points. Yeah. He's a elite quarterback. I know he hasn't won anything big yet, but you know what? There's more to that than just playoff games.
Going with the Jets.
I'm going with Detroit to cover -7. Jets have a lot of work to do. They're young. They're headed in the right direction. They got their franchise quarterback.
I just think they keep it close.
I'm going close. No, I'm going 28-14. Detroit has their way with the new look Jets, if you will.
I'm going 28-24 Jets.
Wow, I'd rather watch that game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a better game.
I hope you're right, and
it's a better game.
I hope both New York teams in this early September. I hope they both get wins. One I think will, one I think won't. But it's nice to have Yankees playoff bound and Jets and Giants start off on the right foot.
Let's go Jets. Let's go New York.
Listen, thank you very much, listeners.
Let's
today.
go New York.
Show. From Serena, from college football coverage. From our NFL predictions, Yankee baseball, thank you for listening to Nonfiction Radio. To my right, the neighborhood sensei, Jack Stevens.
Hi.
Thank you very much for coming in. He's becoming more and more part of our team. Mo Black for calling in, live from North Carolina. His coverage down there on the No One Likes Dallas Cowboys. Let's go Giants.
Let's go Giants.
Nonfiction Radio, St. James Gate, Lily Tea Company.
Yeah. Hi.
Good job. Shit, bro.
We did it.
Yeah, man.
To the wire.
Rocked it.
I didn't know.